You're listening to Wayne Buckler on Health Professional Radio. Today joining me is the Managing Director of GoHealthOnline.com.au, Colin Phillips. Colin, welcome to Health Professional Radio.
Thanks very much, Wayne. It's great to be here.
Now, Colin, to start with, tell us what GoHealth Online does and what geographical footprint you service.
So, Wayne, GoHealth Online, we are primarily a physio practice in Sydney, and we offer physio, massage, dietitian, and Pilates. We cover areas, the St. George area, and we cover eastern suburbs. We have clinics in Penshurst in the St. George area, and we have one in the eastern suburbs in Maroubra. And the eastern suburbs one in Maroubra is more like a satellite area.
I see. So it's all Sydney-based?
Yeah, all Sydney-based.
Now, Colin, tell us what are the products and services that you offer. I know you say you're a physiotherapy practice, but expand on that for us and what are your specialties?
So our specialties are primarily musculoskeletal conditions. We offer services of physio, so 30-minute assessments and 30-minute follow-up appointments. And then we can offer hour-long massages or 90-minute massages. And then we offer hour consults for dietitian appointments and stuff like that. And following that, then we do group exercise classes with Pilates patients. And they're supervised by a physio. And they last for approximately 50 minutes. And everyone in that class has an individual plan.
Now, Pilates would be unusual, wouldn't it, in a physiotherapy practice? Is that common?
It's becoming a lot more common based in Sydney because the patient moves away from the hands-on type physio and it becomes primarily more exercise-based. We find Pilates and supervised exercise programs a great way for the patient to progress through the rehab stage.
That's interesting. I hadn't heard of that before as part of a formal physio practice.
Yeah, it's more like a holistic approach that we give. So, as I said, we move away from the hands-on physio. The patient has their exercises to do, and then we progress them to a more supervised exercise program.
And your physios are specialist trained in Pilates?
Yeah, so we have physios who are specialist trained in Pilates, and then we also provide more of a functional-based exercise program as well. So they don't specifically have to do Pilates when they go to these classes. We may develop a program for, say, a boxer or a rower specific to their needs and make it more sports specific to their functional goals in order to return to whatever activity they need to do.
You're listening to Health Professional Radio with Wayne Buckler, and my guest is Colin Phillips from GoHealthOnline.com.au. Colin, what is it that you'd like other clinicians to know about your practice?
Oh, well, our practice, we have 3 full-time physios, one part-time physio who's also completing his master's degree in physiotherapy. And then we have a dietitian who works 10 hours a week, and she's a fully accredited practicing dietitian, which means that she can get enhanced primary care plan referrals from GPs, and she also has university-trained qualifications. We also have massage therapists on board. We have 2 that job share, and they can progress our patients once they don't need an exercise program and they just need a general release maybe every month or that sort of stuff. And we cover the 2 sites, as I said. And the second site in Maroubra is a satellite site, and that's based in a Fitness First gym. So we work really closely with personal trainers out of that gym as well.
It does sound like you're taking a very holistic approach here.
Yes, well, I think nowadays we've moved away from just being purely a physio or purely, say, an occupational therapist to looking at what the patient's needs are as a whole. So if a patient comes in with chronic lower back pain and they may be overweight, physiotherapy isn't going to help that. They need to have a consult with our dietitian where she can help in instilling changing to good habits to help to reduce the weight that's going to help with the lower back pain. So physio, we need to think more outside the box of physio rather than thinking physio will treat and fix everything, because it doesn't.
That's good to hear. Colin, if there's a misconception about what you do that drives you nuts and keeps you awake at night, what would that be?
Well, I would say probably that physio is a massage therapist. You know, people think of physio, you just do massage. Or that another misconception is if you come to physio, it's just going to be a quick fix, and people like passive treatment rather than getting actively involved in the rehab. And sometimes another misconception, I suppose, is that if you leave something, it's just going to get better by itself. So we get clients who come in to see us maybe 2-3 months down the line after an injury, whereas if they come in 2 to 3 days after an injury, we find that early intervention leads to much better results down the line, and we can involve that holistic approach in getting them back to their sport or their job.
You've been listening to Health Professional Radio. I've been in conversation with Colin Phillips from GoHealth Online, a physiotherapy practice in Sydney. Now, for more information, people are best off going to your website, I guess, Colin. It's www.gohealthonline.com.au.
That's correct, and we also have a blog on that website, and we have some videos on how to teach people how to do certain stretches, use a foam roller, use a spiky ball, self-massage relief, that sort of stuff. So it really helps if people go on that website to be able to educate themselves on how to treat themselves as well once they've had that initial consult with the physio. And you can also book an appointment online as well.
So lots of good information for you there on gohealthonline.com.au. My name's Wayne Buckler. There'll be a transcript of this interview on the Health Professional Radio website very shortly at www.hpr.fm, and also a SoundCloud archive. You've been listening to Health Professional Radio. My name is Wayne Buckler.